Thank you once again for joining us today at Eastern News 24. I see the bike and konye chiri ya zelo. I see no bossing kata mana na inama. Na ya dike chinecha ada agwagwo. Otu ai kwuru otu akwa ya dịrịrị. Ise. Dịka o si dị n'ụbọchị uruchi nketa wetara ya bụ ozi n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24 gbasara maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya. Anụ nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ. Ozi eji maka ya wee ebe bụ according to one of the Biafran activists wetara ya bụ ozi. Quote. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ladies gain more momentum as Commonwealth nation plan to visit Nigerian government over his ladies. Hear the news in details. All right, this is according to the Biafran activist. Utela Yabozi n'iru akwụkwọ ka gụrụ ya bụ ife oji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ dịka ihe gị ya ị ga-ese dropụra ife iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasara maka ihe ndị a niile nwanne anyị kwuru. All right, over to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching us from. I remember my humble self, that Biafran evangelist. Listen and listen good. The DSS now is crying out. They are crying out in their own asses. Probably the man that is crying now from the DSS, the heat have hit him. In one way or the other. So the thing has finally hit him in one way or the other. He now come to concur on what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already said, which many Nigerians are crying, which I have cried before. But they refuse to give us audience. And today he himself has come out. Glory be to God that is coming from the DSS, the department that have denied Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's right, based on the truth and the fact which he have told the Nigerians. And they don't want to admit to it. Thank God he's coming. And look at what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now finally said. He said he will be released soon. Yes, of course, he has to be released soon because the matter is too much. The matter has been delayed, over-delayed itself. And let me tell you this. For your information, I know some people will say, how can they release him? They are not treating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case based on Biafra. Kanu is not standing based on Biafra. He's not facing any trial whatsoever based on Biafra. He is challenging the Federal Republic of Nigeria based on kidnapping, terrorism charge that was against his human right and against the right of a nation. You understand? So for agitation is not a crime, but kidnapping is a crime. So Kanu is standing in the axis of kidnapping, that Nigeria kidnapped him from Kenya, which recently you can discover, you can see it, that even Kenyan government now are demanding for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling Nigeria to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Kenya. You understand? Because the heat is now hitting on them, because what they have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inhuman. Is what we call inhuman. You understand me? Because for you to allow somebody to come into your country, you must have, in one way or the other, be satisfied with the document of that person tender before you. It didn't just come and troop into your country without the permission of the country or the government of that country. And how can you allow somebody to come into your country and use that avenue in order to go against his human right, humanitarian right?
He was not protected by Kenyan government.
At all, he was not protected, which is supposed to be protected the same way as other citizens are being protected in the country. Let's assume now, Kenya came, when I came to Nigerian embassy seeking for this, to the embassy seeking for Nigerian this thing, then they allow him to come and they treat him like that. How would they feel? You understand? Because of the stupid bribe money which they collected from Lailai Muhammad and Muhammadu Buhari and the rest, they collide together, including which Tinubu participated in it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu participated in that same crime. You understand it? So they now use the money they collect because they are poor, they are wretched. Let me use that word, because a reasonable country cannot do that.
Yes, but there's this speculation that from what we are gathering from Kenyan government, that they have budgeted to pay Nnamdi Kanu 20 billion naira worth of their money. According to the source there, over the illegality that happened, damages that happened in that.
That cost him, because as he was caught, he was tortured at the same time. He was torture to the point of the level of coma. You understand? If not the fact that God was with him, he would have died even before Nigeria arrival. You understand? The way, the condition and the situation they placed him that makes him to become so weak that Nigeria just enter and just carried him just the same way like Samson. Just like the same way Delilah deceived Samson, and the Philistine came on him after him and captured him. So that was the game that they played. You understand? It was inhuman. And now, glory be to God, they are coming up now. They have come to realize to their senses. And let me tell you, do you know why they are coming up like this? I said this before, that the coming of Donald Trump will give many nations sense of belonging. It will give many people what? Sense of belonging. The coming of Donald Trump. And that is what is happening. This thing has happened before Trump even come into power. Why is it that they did not do all these things until now? It is now that Trump has taken over the power that every nation are now busy adjusting themselves, including Nigeria.
Is it because of Trump president that make Kenyan government to sit up and Nigerian government to sit up? We saw it clearly yesterday when Nnamdi Kanu made it was a broadcast like that he will be released soon.
Of course.
How did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get to that conclusion?
See, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
This is the first time he's saying it.
Yes, he said it before now. Why did I say so? If you go to the last court that he went, in September 24, that was 2024, he said that I have spent 4 years, that the 5th year will not kill me. It signifies that he will be released this year. He's pointing at this year. He said the 5th year will not kill him. He's pointing at something, and I captured it that very day, that he will be soon released. You understand? And if you watch now, this man, no matter show that I have come into for the very first time, for the past 10 years, the schedule Mazi Nnamdi Kanu court case, within the short period of time, within 10 days to sort it out. You understand? This month, April 29, they will appear in the court. May 2nd, they will appear in the court. Then May 6th, they will appear in the court to finalize everything. See, the presence of Donald Trump is a very huge lesson to every other nations, especially in Africa here. Why am I saying? You see people like Kenya now, I agree. Kanu have never sued them all. Kanu have never written any petition against Kenya. Kanu have not done anything or said anything about Kenya. Look at how Kenya's government are the one running helter-skelter on how to make peace before he will be released. Are you getting it? Because they have seen it that this man, if we should fold our hand and allow him to petition us, allow him to rise against us, if he can handle Nigeria like this, that means them are too small for him to handle. And they went far in his case. So in every area, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should carry Kenya. Kenya cannot come out of it because actually they went too far on his fundamental human rights.
Are you surprised that everybody in Nigeria now is just talking about Nnamdi Kanu? Why sudden rise of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, both in the north, middle belt, everywhere? Everybody's talking about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has dominated the social media for the past less than a week now. What is actually going on?
No, the thing that is going on is this. It is no longer the fight of the Igbos. It has become the fight of God. He said, I will fight for you. Hold your peace. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the case of Biafra, is the case of what happened in the days, in the book of Judges, in the days of Jephthah. He said, hold your peace. I will fight for you. Just believe in me and believe in your prophets. Then leave the rest. And another one comes in the book of 2nd Chronicles, chapter 20, verse 20. You understand? So all these Bible scriptures are given to you is what is speaking out in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, it's happening. Everybody is talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because international bodies, the Lord God Almighty, whom Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is serving, whom I am serving equally, whom the Biafrans are serving, have reason to do justice. And they have looked, they have seen it that the justice can never take place here. There are people, you know, in this, I believe in this platform, I've said it, or in another platform, in another TV, I said it something that if Nigerian president failed to sign agreement of freedom of passing on the Kanu, there are other nations who have power more than Nigeria. Even after UN have given the warning and they refuse, that there are people who have the upper hand that can with their own level of authority that will impose it on Nigeria and they will release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and nothing will happen. And that is what we are seeing now. The pressure is now is no longer from the people. The pressure is coming from the international body, the world powers themselves, people like America, people like Putin. And when you make mention of these two people, these two men, and then you see somebody again, I want to even the main boss, Netanyahu. You know, when you mention America, you mention Israel. And they cannot mention America and Israel without mentioning Netanyahu currently now. Currently, when now as it stands. So, pressure is coming from the higher authorities. But you know that we have a hierarchy. As we have a hierarchy in the realm of the spirit, so do we have a hierarchy in the realm of the physical. So these are the things that is coming from the hierarchy men. So the pressure is much on Nigeria. And they don't have the chance to come back to the
Okay, what is happening around the country now? Nigerians themselves are praising Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Among Nigeria themselves, you know, say, we the black man, especially
The Yorubas are praising him.
Yes.
The Hausas are praising him.
You know why?
The Igbos are praising him.
Let me tell you why. We believe, sin is believing. And they have seen.
Yeah, but people are asking, how did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu get to know that?
You don't need to ask that question. If you are asking that question, that means you are ignorant of what God will do. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever He remains God. In the book of, if you go to the book of Numbers 29, verse 29, He said, all secrets belong to God. But in verse 29, He said that He will reveal to us the one us to one. The one He revealed to us belongs to us and our children. You get it? So He has revealed everything unto Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man, so when he was saying it, that he not taking serious. And all that he has said is what everybody is witnessing, they have witnessed, including Urome. Yorubas. All over the world, all that he prophesied has come to pass. Now they have confirmed him that yes, this is a prophet of our time. No be all this abracadabra that they say to collect money from my school. Come and change my shoe. Come and do this inside my shoe. No, that is not prophet, and that is not prophecy from God. A real prophet, when he prophesies, just wait, you will see it happening. That is a genuine prophet, like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and that is what is happening today. That's why everybody is no longer comfortable, because he prophesied, we do not believe it, and today it is happening. Everybody was like, hey, no, it's on fire.
He's saying, let him go.
I said it is on fire. This young man is a very huge virus. And our cabinet, in our tenure, the more you keep him, the more you go down. The more you detain him, the more you crash. You understand? Touch not, the Bible says. He said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. So when you touch the anointed servant of God or the prophet of God, definitely there is a repercussion that will come after you. And that is what is facing Nigeria today. And if you continue to deal with Nigeria, because Nigeria have found their mind. Igbos are highly blessed. Igbos are the choosing generation of Jehovah. You understand? We are the peculiar people. We are the eyes of Nigeria. We are the sunlight that come to shine upon Nigeria for the world to see the glory that God has blessed Nigeria with, but they neglected it. So we are taking our light away so that they will end up, they will remain in their darkness.
There's news that broke out when we saw the man from Burkina Faso the military guy from Burkina Faso.
Traore Ibrahim.
Traore Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling Putin and of course that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be allowed to visit him on release. Why is it that everybody, releasing Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria and Nnamdi Kanu visiting, Burkina Faso? How do that actually connect? Is it that Asu Rock has finally,
Traore have seen the light at the end of the tunnel, and he knew it that in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Africa will definitely reach to the point that he is going to. And the only person that have the kind of vision or the like mind of his is somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No other person but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So he need knowledge, he need wisdom, he need more understanding, even in the spiritual aspect of it. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is highly spiritual. You understand? When I mean spiritual, he is highly spiritual. So Traore want to mingle. There are people that carry grace, and when you have encounter with them, you will encounter change. You will encounter promises. You will encounter brighter future. Your dream will become bright. It will not be shallow again. It will become clear. So Traore want to encounter with this man because they are going the same way to make Africa a better place.
Okay, finally, it looks like Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government is gradually coming to an end.
It's collapsing.
Yeah, it is collapsing. From what we are gathering, all this effort to use the French president to lobby Donald Trump to stop Biafran restoration has finally collapsed. I think at this point now, and people are saying that's what triggered the information that it got to the DSS on the signal that came, and Mazi Kanu have to make that statement that I will be out soon. Now it looks like Bola Ahmed has lost his ground trying to lobby because he cannot go to America. Use French president. That's why he's always in France. To lobby Trump. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Generally, how do you want to look at that issue?
Come to think of it,
Briefly,
in a jiffy, the only country that supported Biafra, forget the fact that today they are like turning, was France. They never have evil intention against Biafra. You understand? That is to stand with him now, Robin. A man that don't have wisdom cannot speak in the midst of the wisdom men. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a word that can give them a clear conviction. No, they do not have it. What they have is the word of criminalism. So you cannot take a criminalism statement or word to go and lobby with the people that are, especially now that Donald Trump is on the throne. You have to, present a word that is very, very constructive, that is convincible, but they did not have it. That is why he loses it.
So any moment from now, Nnamdi Kanu will be out.
He will be out. Government don't collapse.
Thank you.
Here now live, you can see Umuchukwu Kikabiama where I need to go no more. Biafra, look at them. Umuchukwu Kikabiama. Then the mother no more. We have arrived. Hey, Lugo. We are here to make a simple statement that we are the Biafran people and we are going home. There is no stopping us. We are here to make a simple statement. Release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are here to conduct the business of letting the world understand that these are the Biafran children, that no matter what happens, Biafra will come. And at the end, almost hail Biafra. It doesn't matter how long it takes. They think they might hold us down. It's not going to work. I blessed right from the inception. Everywhere. Men can book that, but women can book that, but no, but people are still coming down from the buses. Reporting live from Lahti, Finland. Family Writers Press International.
Ndị banyị kwadalụ nenu dịka unu si wee na-esore n'ụbọchị uhuruchi nke taa na Eastern News 24 ka efi were ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile aji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa dịka anyị si kwuo unu nkwa na gị na-ewetara ya bụ ọpdeti gbasịta maka nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ ndị na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya. Unu anụgo n'iko si wee gbata wee kwụrụ, anyị ga-alapụ unu ka unu rie atị atụ ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taa ka anyị mara efu nche n'ụdị nke unu mgbanụ ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.